Hey, this is Timmara signing on with Fortnite Chapter 2. Alrighty, so I did make a little short video. Maybe I'll turn up the volume a little bit. Nope, too much. No, I made a short video watching the World of Fortnite's Chapter 1 explode. But then, you know, after 2 days of just relaxing and waiting, after people fretting, oh no, our VPEX went to waste, and oh yay, Fortnite killed itself and now it's dead. No, people just need to chill for 2 days and now we have a new game. So, you know, don't worry, it's not the game itself that looks maybe a little fuzzy. I'm recording this off of my PS4 share, like I do sometimes. Because I woke up this morning, popped on Fortnite before going to work, and gave it a few tries, so yeah. This is gonna be my first drop, and a little extra footage I got that I saved from some cool moments of just traveling around the area. Hey. Friendly faces. Yeah, this is when you just start up the game, this is what you get. A rap song and you're dropping, so hey, what an entrance. And I am looking up who did this song just because I should give them credit. I was going to look it up earlier and I forgot. FWLR, How We Win, I guess. Yeah, it's just one of the, like, a cool intro, and then when you land, it just cuts out. I thought it was a really cool intro. So yeah, again, it's probably looking a little fuzzy, but that's not the game. It's how I'm re-recording this after saving it for my PS4, so bear with me. Because, yeah, I wanted to show off the first drop, checking out the new map, which is completely grayed out, so that's actually kind of cool. So you have to discover all new locations, or some familiar ones. So yeah, just in the beginning, just trying to figure out, like, oh god, what do I do? I'm not sure if it's just me, but it looks a little crisper. Something about the graphics do look different. And they've changed some stuff with the UI, so now health bar is different. You have a level up bar right there, so it tells you like what progress. Wow, my bone's stinging. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So yeah, it tells you like experience gain, which actually I think is good feedback because it was always like uninformative to tell like how much XP do I gain from doing stuff, and you really didn't get that until like the wrap up after you died or whatever, but it also didn't really tell you much. So now when you open chests or kill somebody, or eliminate, I suppose, put it lighter, more gently, yeah, you see how much that actually nets you. And that's actually, again, very good feedback to tell you, okay, this is contextually what's happening. Yeah, 70 XP for searching chests. So, yeah, I like some of the UI changes. You even get a little song and dance when you level up, so that's kind of cool. I was so hoping the car was drivable, but I guess there are speedboats, which is... Oh, there is probably enough water to make that work, because I was trying to think. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm being all sniffy and nasally. Yeah. I did buy the battle pass. I totally did. We'll probably get into that. But yeah, then there's also... You get badges from... medal punch cards. So you do certain things and you gain a medal. So either checking out chests, getting so many eliminations in a match, finding so many things. Yeah. And I guess that's a daily punch card, so you get experience based on what you find. So that's also really cool. You know, again, it does feel more rewarding, and I've only just started. I guess the plan was for this season to cut down on grind a little bit, so maybe that's what they're doing and that's how they're going about it. I'm not sure, but I like it so far. Because I've talked about consistently, I doubt anyone's seen my Fortnite videos, but, you know, I've been still pretty avidly playing Fortnite since its release, and since starting with Season 5 is when I started finishing Battle Passes. I did finish my Season 10 Battle Pass. There's the first guy. First elimination of Chapter 2. Second elimination of Chapter 2. Oh yeah, and surviving so long that also gets you a medal. Yeah, I felt bad because I immediately felt bad after I got those guys because I go, everyone's just exploring the new world. I should just live and let live. And then like I saw them, I go, they wouldn't give me that chance. So bang. So yeah, already a pretty good start. And again, as you saw, the feedback of here's what experience you gain from doing these things, and now I leveled up, and there's a big cool thing for that. Might be distracting in a heated moment if you level up, but again, I think it's very nice feedback and visual cues to tell you, like, oh, this is what you're doing, this is what doing this does to you, and this is how you're being rewarded, which feels nice. Yeah, the guy popped his head down right before I could get the sniper out. Just slowly approaching, because at this point I was on a roll and I wanted to keep it that way. Tiptoe, 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 tiptoe. Again, just going slowly. But, no, yeah, I've still been playing Fortnite rather regularly. Usually, like, I play when the season starts or something, and then get off for, like, a month or so. Yep, there's the guy. And he probably heard me right as I was approaching here, but I was getting ready. Yeah, a little worried there, but I figured let's take the opportunity to reload, get back in there. Yeah, I forgot he did that. So yeah, third elimination of Chapter 2. That was the last elimination I got in this run, I think. So yeah, I just thought that was funny. Just jump. This was, Team Rumble. Probably gonna float away, but not the case this time. Oh yeah, and fishing rods they added, so now you can fish and you can pick up ammo or guns or... Yeah, I'll show it off later because I figured it out. Whoops. Dropping my controller. But yeah, I'm still rather, when I play Fortnite, usually it's like, okay, play when the season starts. Maybe don't play for 3-4 weeks, come back in, so I got challenges to do, and basically the same thing, and I'll stop by and go hard on Fortnite for, every couple of weeks. Oop. Oh, right, this is where that video stopped. Hold on. No, just in case I saved the replay, because I wasn't sure how much time had passed. So, yeah, moving forward a little bit. We must have gone forward a lot a bit. Okay, whatever. Again, this is just me and my first drop, so I'm just showing stuff off. Logjam Woodworks. Oh, Logjam makes a lot of sense. So by far my favorite location is, what was it called? It was some kind of, yeah, whatever. Anyways. But yeah, so every couple of weeks I just get really back into Fortnite, play a bunch of it, and... yeah, do challenges, unlock stuff, work on my battle pass. Because for me, winning a match of Fortnite has never been the goal, really. Yeah, it's a nice bonus if it comes around, which, frankly, I've only ever won one match, and that was when I got to play as Thanos in the first Marvel crossover. But, winning the goal was never... or getting a victory royale, getting the win, was never really the goal for the longest time. It was... doing the challenges they had, filling up the battle pass, unlocking cosmetics. Because, like, okay, these are fun rewards that I get for playing, and I like gaining stuff. Some of them are really simple, like, go to certain places, do X things, dance in certain areas. Some were more difficult, but after they added Team Deathmatch, or Team Rumble, it was a lot easier to do certain challenges, like get so many eliminations, or use this group of weapons in one game, because you could do it from there and keep respawning. So, it kept me in. And, there's a lot of complaining. Trust me, there are a lot of things you can complain about with Fortnite. Especially concerning Epic and how they're handling exclusives on the Epic Store, which is, an unfinished... basically an unfinished storefront, and their very aggressive, capitalistic buying of exclusives, and how they're just, like, waving their money rolls around and smacking people in the faces with it. And how, apparently, with Fortnite, especially the last couple of seasons, there's been, like, lots of crunch... lots of mistreated workers when it came to, like, working on it, which is a shame because, again, I really like Fortnite, so it's like, that sucks to hear about, but, it still kept me playing, which, yeah, I do feel bad about. It does sound hypocritical when I do complain about crunch in industry a bit, but still. But, you know, there's a lot of things you could complain about Fortnite in between its development, its company. That's fair. But just hating on the game because you think it's only populated by kids, even though there's like a ton of people, just because another Battle Royale game comes out like Epic or Apex Legends, you go, oh, right, this is the Fortnite killer, or because Fortnite's, yeah, losing player base because it's been out for a while, but still has a mass player base, and immediately going, yep, this game's dead. Yeah, I really hate the Fortnite hate. Got some ammo there, and yeah, doing some fishing. I did more fishing in another game. Yep, that's what I got. Yeah, if I had not grabbed the pump, if I had grabbed anything else, I would have been fine. But yeah. But that was my first run, in that you can spectate them, and the option's not there yet, but then you can also... Oh yeah, this is just another video. Another thing I saved. I don't remember what happened in this one, but yeah, just fishing. Then you can get slurp fish, which if you eat, you gain, what is it, 50 health and 50 shield. So, you know, that's a pretty good healing item if you have it on hand. What was I saying? Yeah, I hate Fortnite hate, because it just seems so unjustified. I mean, again, there are many things you can level at this game, but, you know, just complaining that, you know, there's a big kid player base, or it's cartoony, and that automatically makes it for kids, the squeakers, the young twerps. That's really annoying, because, yeah, Fortnite wouldn't be so successful. Yeah, I got so, snuck up on because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, Fortnite wouldn't have been so successful if it didn't have a big player base of, you know, adults or teens that actually have money to spend, instead of just people assuming, oh, it's just kids stealing credit cards. You know, as if mom and dad wouldn't get wise up to that. Oh yeah, something else is nice is that you just jump into the next match after you die. So you got like a hop, or yeah, you know, ready up for the next game right then and there. That's a really cool feature. Trust me, that will save a lot of time in the long run. It really will. Whoops. Yeah, just dropping down. Yeah, I was trying to find, you know, complete an objective and just go to places and unlock stuff. I think there are still locations I haven't found, and there's plenty of landmarks I haven't found yet, but, you know, again, the discovery aspect of this new season is actually kind of thrilling, because, you know, this whole world is out there, and yeah, it's going to be a little annoying trying to, like, find certain things when you got people gunning for you for the whole thing, but until then. But yeah, again, I do really like Fortnite. I think it's a fun game. A simple conceit of Battle Royale, survive and be the last person standing at the end, you know, it's a small thing that goes a long way. A simple mechanic that, you know, endless fun. Well, maybe not endless, but what Fortnite does that's very unique is try and make it endless with all its, you know, big world-changing events, or like yeah, I'm trying to start the next game. Skipping it. I know I'm bouncing all around subjects this time, but I'm getting to my, you know, I'm just trying to explain myself in this game. But yeah, I think this match went. I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. Oops, too far. Again, PS4 share, so bear with me. The next videos will be better quality than this. But anyways, yeah, it took me a while. I don't know why the trap didn't work. I was trying to like turn it on, it just wouldn't kick in. I don't know what happened, but eventually, there we go. But anyways, yeah, I just really like Fortnite because I think the thing I like most about it is that it's a ever-changing world. It's really cool. I love it. I think that's the, you know, probably one of the first trap eliminations I've ever gotten. Like, literally, I think that was the first one. Well, maybe not the only one, but I can't remember the last one, so... About past 3, cool. Anyways, yeah, because, like, the world keeps changing, like in, you know... the first map, you know, places would disappear, something would get destroyed, or it might get replaced for an event or something, or, you know, just things would change, and it was, like, really cool, because you never knew what's going to be the next thing, or what mystery is lying around. There were augmented reality things that were always going about. I just wanted to use that rocket. I don't know, I don't remember the last time I used a rocket launcher. Anyways, but there were ARGs to, like, find secrets, or, you know, see things, like when the Durr Burger and things from, what was that, Fortnite Season 6? I'm trying to remember. What was the Durr Burger? It's when Drift came out, and Drift is one of my favorite costumes. But, no, yeah, when the Durr Burger started appearing, or, you know, just in the real life, or llamas just started, you know, popping up in places, just cool stuff, augmented reality, ARG stuff that just made it like, yeah, this is such a big involved game, and different crossovers like Wreck-It Ralph appearing on the TV, a doomsday clock basically. Recently it was the meteor, and a countdown to the end of the season, and the universe exploded, and now everyone's popping up back here. So it's like, what is up with that? It's like, in other crossovers, like they had the Batman one, and I did buy the Catwoman skin. I feel a little dumb for buying it because it seemed like pricey for no reason, but Catwoman, man, it's awesome. Anyways, but they had the Batman crossover, which, added Gotham City, and that had bonuses depending on, cool stuff that happened when you went in there. They had the Marvel crossovers, which, you could play as Thanos, or basically like a pseudo-Avenger with their abilities and things in the second one. A John Wick crossover, and a John Wick costume before the John Wick crossover. And, just all the cosmetics and costumes, I'm not one who spends a lot of money on V-Bucks to buy cosmetics. I'm not. Yeah, I talked about spending money on the... Well, I had the V-Bucks stored because, because when you buy the Battle Pass, you can potentially earn that money back, basically, so you can get ready for the new one. And I'm just throwing grenades. I think this is a little boring. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because I kept hearing footsteps and I couldn't find the guy. Oop. Going back a little bit. Now, I kept hearing footsteps and I just couldn't find the guy. And now here, I just happened to spot him. And then I gave myself away there, but I was still faster on the draw. Yeah. It feels good to finally get eliminations. New internet. Yeah, I can actually play Fortnite properly, which is great. Because that was another thing that always drew me to Fortnite, even when other things came out, is that it works. It practically works on anything you play Fortnite on. It really does. There was this dorkly comic I still remember fondly. Fondly's not the right word, but a dorkly comic where it's like comparisons between PUBG and Fortnite. And, basically the big difference is like, oh, Fortnite's more cartoony, it's got more visual style, but like it was, performance, and it was PUBG on Xbox One, or PUBG being played on Xbox One, and the Xbox One X was on fire, and then Fortnite was just running on a potato and an N64 controller plugged into it. Because, like, it really does work on, almost any setup you got. I've been playing on the PS4 this whole time, but, it had, it was pretty much accommodated almost any computer. I think they had to update the graphics card recently, but it was also, like, you could play it at school on one of those crappy school computers and it would still work, But, yeah, it just, like, it works on so many things. Now, this is one of my favorite things they added. Swimming. You can actually swim now. That's awesome. Trust me, that changes a lot. But, you can play Fortnite on practically anything, or almost any internet. This is going to be a pain for me to edit. Okay. Where was I? Yeah. You can play Fortnite on almost any internet connection. Like, in my case, like, my internet was really slow. Sometimes it'd just be, like, kilobytes a second, almost. But I was still able to play it. Maybe not well. I couldn't use a sniper, right? And certain things didn't work great, and getting into combat was bad, but at the same time, again, it wasn't about winning a match, it was about doing other things, and even if I did something like Team Rumble, it was still possible to get eliminations, still easy enough for me to do certain challenges, but in the, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you could say in the grand scale of things, I was still able to unlock and do most things in Fortnite, even though my internet sucked. And if you look back on pretty much any old Fortnite video I've done, you will see the difference between what I used to have and what I have now. And, like, the difference is night and day, and it makes, it's all the difference now. But even if I still had that bad internet connection, I would still be, I still was playing Fortnite a lot, because it worked so well. It really did. Because you can practically play Fortnite on almost anything you got, no matter what system. Blue chest, I'm curious about that. Is that going to be like a rare one? No matter what system you got, or whatever you're playing it on, whatever internet connection you have, no matter how bad it might be, or how unreliable or spotty, it's still possible to play Fortnite. Meanwhile, like, Apex Legends is so, like, I guess you could, Apex Legends needs, like, more refinement, or what's the right word? I'm trying to think, but, is a lot more demanding internet-wise. So you can, in my case, I tried playing Apex on my internet, and it did not work. I literally could do nothing because it was not viable to play Apex on my old internet. It's possible now, but, I didn't trust EA in the first place to make not mess up the game, and as what I've heard, Apex has just had horrible monetization since way back when. But nevertheless, yeah, and don't get me wrong, there are issues with Fortnite's monetization. In hindsight, premium currency is still kind of not as exploitative, but still pretty bad in the grand scheme of things. Like, it's not loot boxes. They've never done that, which is good. Keep it up. Never do loot boxes. But premium currency, I guess, is still exploitative in a way, depending on, the mindset you have. If you have, like, an addictive or compulsive mindset about, like, premium currency and collectibles. Because, again, I like the collectibles and cosmetic items you could find in Fortnite, but, again, that could still be a big factor. So, yeah. And, there are some things, I still think everything's overpriced. Again, I think I still bought the Catwoman skin, but that was still like 1,500 V-Bucks, which, again, I've got V-Bucks from, like, buying bundles and doing other stuff, but it's still just, like, that's not a lot. Yeah, I forgot that happened. Get sniped. And it's like, who did that? That was very good precision. Yeah, just Banana Man with a Robo-Cat. Okay, there's not much more to this video, so I'm just continuing to ramble. Yeah, he was stuck there for a while. But, no. Again, my point being, we'll wrap up here in a second. No, yeah, but my point being, yeah, where was I? No, cosmetics, before I forget. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but, there are still some things with the cosmetics. What was the thing? It was, like, Gunner and the Bonesy cosmetic, which was, like, so stupidly similar and costed a bunch. I think it was Gunner that was the copy that costed much. Anyways, but yeah, don't get me wrong. Again, Fortnite has its issues and, balancing, but I don't think it's worth getting upset because they added a robot, even though, yeah, there are ways around it, or changing the turbo build speed. Just because they change it by a couple of seconds, that automatically means the game is broken and unplayable. No, that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sure it's annoying if you're into that uber competitive space, but just work around it. What's the meme phrase? Get good, and just get good in a different way. Trust me, I hate that because, that used to be a Dark Souls joke, but now people take it so goddamn seriously. And now I'm using it ironically, but still. But, Fortnite makes its changes. It's going to try certain things, and, I don't know what the meta is, but I feel like it's kind of annoying to, like, get caught up on the meta. Why not just play the game and have fun and deal with whatever hand you've been dealt? Because that's just kind of the thing about Fortnite is, like, you'll get, thousands of hands. You'll get different situations. The situation's always changing. The game is always changing. The weapons you might get always are different, depending on what you do, the people you play, the situations you're in, the level you're in, or, yeah, the town or whatever you're in. Like, that's what's so cool about Fortnite is that it's ever-changing, ability to change. That's what I find compelling, and that's why I'm still playing it. We're in Chapter 2, and I'm ready to go. Again, this has just been a rambly episode. I've just been talking. I'm sure there's going to be somebody complaining. It's like, oh, epic fanboy, Fortnite fanboy, shut up. You shut up. I'm sure I get that no matter how much I, prime it. But that's just what happens because people are annoying. And yet, playing with people on here is a lot of fun. So, yeah, that's just where I'm at. After this, after this, I am gonna do proper Fortnite videos, so that's what's going on. Because, yeah, we're in a new chapter, we're in a new world, there's many new exciting things to discover, and we're just at the beginning of the season. Because if the first map got changed so much, from its beginning state, what's the season got in store? And between some of the improvements and differences that have been made, I'm really excited to see where Fortnite can go, because it's been around for a while, but I still think it's got life in it, and a lot of it at that. So yeah, that's where we're at. So next time we will do something else. So until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.